EA Sports, within the game. That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the blocks, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
We welcome back all of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Packer football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Goff. And Diggs has it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down, Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now Goff on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. Touchdown, Raiders! Damian Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now it's Fields. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On second down, Elliott once more. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On play action, Fields. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. It's brought in by Harris. Another nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st down, it's gone. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Goff now looks to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jalen Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are back within a score. Point after, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Goff. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, and he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Chark. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Fields. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Justin Fields with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. Goff now to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. All eyes on Fields. And he's got it. It's Khalid here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone.